Okay guys, 7.0 Mexico. There was a tsunami warning gone out on it, but it appears to be on the actual land. Nevertheless, there was a tsunami warning. I don't think it's actually going to produce a tsunami, but I'm not really absolutely sure either. But 7.0, and as you come around and see these rings, that's the 8.6 and the 8.2 that happened earlier today in Indonesia, where all that active volcanic activity has been going on. And this is pretty interesting, considering about, I don't know, I'd say about 1/3 maybe of the planet experienced this earthquake. The 8.2 and the 8.6, it was felt at the fringes of Australia, China, India, and very southern parts of Russia felt a little bit of it, and as well as the very Yemen felt some of it, and then the very edge of Africa, and so it covered a very large territory. Amazingly, though, at this point, absolutely nobody, there was no fatalities whatsoever, so that's awesome, and I'll give Father praise on that. But we also now have a 7.0. As I've said, usually when we get a big one, we get multiple, and it's not just one nowadays. It's usually two or three, and here we are with three of them within a 24-hour period. So anyways, guys, just a heads up, activity has picked up. I don't know if we're now going to go on ahead and start the descent and start to calm back down, or if the activities can continue on a high pace for some time or not. So just be alert, understand that they are being triggered on both sides of the planet at this time, literally on opposite sides. And take a look at it like this, exactly opposite sides of the planet. Okay. So anyways, very interesting day. Like I said, I didn't have the opportunity this morning to get into the details on it, but very interesting day. We look at this 7.0 here, and we're looking at 65 kilometers is the depth of it, and it's at 18.3895 latitude, and the longitude is at negative 102.652. And if we swing this back around over here for a second, this 8.6 was only 22 kilometers, and the 8.2 was only 16 kilometers. So take from that what you will. Just understand that it's been a very active day with 3 earthquakes at or above 7.0. Over here on Google Earth, right here's your 7.0 magnitude. It's right near where the 6.5 was, right in the same general location here. And it is on land, so again, I don't believe that there's any tsunami threat whatsoever. Nevertheless, there was a short tsunami warning that did go out, but I think it's been canceled. I'm not positive, you'll have to look it up. But 7.0 right here, but Michoacan, Mexico, I guess. I'm not sure, but right here is the location of it. Get on in here a little bit, and you can just see it's basically forest in the general area of the earthquake, so there shouldn't be no fatalities and no structural damage to property. So that's a good thing. And again, that 6.5 was down here, so not too far apart. And then going on around the globe for a second here to get to Indonesia to see what was going on here. Here's your 8.6, and your 8.2 is here. Okay, and you've had numerous earthquakes popping off all over the place. Of course, that's the aftershocks. But 28 countries were affected or were under the alert of a tsunami. 28 countries. So that's a pretty significant area that was covered. But again, at this point, there has been no fatalities. So praise Father for that. And guys, just heads up, understand that your weather's being manipulated and changed. The earthquakes are on an uptick at this point, but I think we're fixing to go into a downtick. However, we don't know, so just be on the alert and have a plan ready. Be prepared. As I said, it's too late after the fact. Have the plan ready before the events happen in your area, and they will happen in your area at some point or another. So just be ready for it and have a plan for it. Alright guys, I'm going to get on off here. Let's take a look at one more thing. Okay, back over here on Earthquake 3D. Just real quickly, I'm going to move this down and show the lower magnitude so you can see the activity going on in the northeast and the east of the United States right here. There is quite a bit of activity still going on. on the East Coast and around the New Madrid. New Madrid is right down here. It goes basically right through this section here where the mouse is, and the activities around it, not on it. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get on off here. I love you guys. Get in the Word. Stay in the Word. If you want the truth, the Word's the only place you're gonna get it. Not from man, and not from me, and not from any other man, woman, or child, or entity, including governments or NASA or any other entity. So, just heads up, guys. If you just want to quickly see the activity aftershocks that were going on after the 8.0 struck, this is your basic activity. Let me go ahead and bring the 3s out of here so we don't see so much of it. But that's your activity as far as your aftershocks after the 8.2 and 8.6. And at this point, there really hasn't been any kind of aftershock on the 7.0 so far. And don't forget, guys, that we did have that 6.0. Well, they've downgraded it to a 5.9, but that 6.0 did strike off the west coast as well. Most people, I would assume, already know about it, but just in case you don't, this is where right near the Wanda Fuca. So anyways, guys, I gotta go. I love you guys. Get in the Word, stay in the Word, and get the Word in you, and I'll talk with you guys soon.